Best example of it in your tenure so far, do you think?
Oh, in terms of the last quarter in particular, we knew Melbourne was going to come. They've been, in the top four for, fluke that stuff. So, to be able to hang in there and fight against the masses, the wave of ball in our defensive 50, I thought our backs were enormous. Keeping them to 28% or something times they score inside 50 is that's a huge effort from our backs and a collective from our team defence. But we're really proud. And these don't come around too often to be able to win your first final and then guarantee a home prelim. They don't come around too often, so we want to live in this space.
You really hit the ground running. Did that sort of drain you a bit and meant you had to sort of cling on for dear life a bit?
It'll be interesting. I probably don't think that. I think the game itself was always going to, Melbourne, it ebbs and flows. There's moments of opposition have momentum, and their best brand is get the ball forward from clearance and then lock it in. They're one of the best teams in the comp at that. So you have to. We've spoken about that as what we have to manage, and their best version of us was a bit of transition, movement, flow and pressure, and we score. And we had a bit of that too. And I thought, for major parts, we managed, to have the game on our terms, showing our best, probably longer than they did.
How much was that a point of emphasis early to match them on the inside? It's obviously where they sort of beat you last time.
Yeah.
But to be plus 10 contested ball at quarter time, game on your terms there.
Look, I had to temper my confidence going into the game, to be honest. I just felt like we're really building for this game. Training would suggest that, getting key players back would suggest that. And I just had this great belief. And when the rain came, I thought, this is going to suit us, because I thought we were going to come at them. Don't always get it right, but I just had this belief in the group that we're going to hit the ground running tonight. And, lucky enough, the first quarter was an example of that.
Have you been involved in many games where there's been that bigger discrepancy in inside 50s and it's 37-69 and you've won? I mean, that doesn't happen often.
Yeah, was it? No, not too often. but this time it doesn't matter. Yeah. You can analyse all the stats, but it doesn't matter. You just win. Yeah. So you got to find a way to win. No one cares on the grand final if you have 37 inside 50s. Our efficiency forward of the ball was fantastic. We scored when we went inside 50. Melbourne are a very good team. Very good team. They're always going to come. We've got great players. Gawn has influence in the game. Not always going to get it on your terms. So when you don't have it on your terms, that's what we're really proud of. Our backs really stood up.
Well, so much of your positive attacking play comes off the back of that defence, doesn't it?
Yeah, we marked the ball really well early, and we rebounded off from that. Darcy, Howie, Q had a big game. He's a good player. Yeah, so we played to our strengths early, and then you get a scoreboard advantage, and it's hard to catch up.
How big an impact, or how do you measure the impact of Bobby Hill?
Oh, man, you target players that, Graham Wright's in the room, well done for, getting players to make us better. Oleg had moments tonight, he's really significant in making us better. Tom Mitchell, getting his hands dirty in the third quarter, kick it forward. And Dan McStay, I don't think I've understating this, but he got a head knock. He's fine, he's been judged to go back on the ground, wasn't playing well. I think everyone could see that. And to be able to fight your way out of that, that's a moment for him. That's a moment of growth. Third quarter was significant for us. So those players that we brought in, Bobby Hill included, have certainly made us better.
Got to ask your view of the Maynard Brayshaw incident.
Yeah. Look, I've caught it on the phone, one view of it, one angle. It looks like he's in the air. Actually, I'll go back a step. I hope Angus is okay. That's my first thought. Is I hope he's okay. I've met him a couple of times socially, and he's a ripping guy, and hopefully this is not too bad for him because he's had multiple concussions. So my thoughts go out to him. I hope he's okay. And then the act itself, it didn't look like it had much malice, but I'll leave it up to others to decide if that's worthy of a suspension or not. I don't know.
Have you spoken to? Compose himself in a sense. Obviously, it was a big moment. It could have been easy to be rattled after that. It clearly went at him.
Well, we talk about this, and I take you into the change rooms for a bit here. We talk about every moment. I think this group has taught me a lot about managing seconds, not minutes. We're so good at managing seconds and make everyone count. And so the ability to go, all right, we're not going to get them all right, but just to go, all right, that wasn't my moment. I'm probably feeling for the kid, but I've got to get back to work. I don't have time to sit at it. And, I've talked a lot about winners last year. That's what winners do. They just be able to move things quickly and stay in the moment, stay present. just live in this space. We're bloody grateful to be here right now.
How's Braden Maynard? Have you spoken to him?
No, I haven't had a chance to. No,
How is he?
Tough selection call. Craig, can you take us through what you think it was at selection?
Yeah. Look, Nobes has played 83 or 84 games in a row. I didn't know that until we dropped him. I was like, it's hard. It's hard. Good players are going out of the team. He's been significant to get us at this moment, Nobes. And Billy Frampton had his best game for the year, I thought, last week. Finn McRae did his job, and so it's just tough decisions need to be made. It comes with a heavy heart. But as I said to him after the game, he's a bit emotional. I said, we need you, mate. There was a chance that he might have been a late inclusion tonight. So you got to be ready. We had Darcy Cameron a bit ill, and you go, be ready, mate. So we've got a long way to go still. There's still more work to be done. We need everyone. So, we just made a decision. We thought Will Hoskin-Elliott's flexibility to play half-back and wing is important in our team. We needed a third winger, and Will's been in great form the last couple of weeks. I think most people go to the games, you'd see that, and he played well again tonight.
What was the inspiration behind his move from a wing into defence?
Somewhat necessity. We had Murph and Murph and Darcy Moore out and Nick's out. Somewhat necessity, but he trained it all pre-season in this role, and this credit to him. I'm not sure if the external world love him as much as we do. We love him a lot because he just does what the team needs every single time, and he will just play any role. I dropped him to the VFL one week. I didn't know he's never played VFL. And he just goes, yeah, no worries, I'll go back and do my job, and he does, and he plays well. So, he's a sort of player that the players love playing with, and I certainly love coaching him.
Well, coaches can't get enough of role players, can they?
Yeah, they're important. You don't win the big prize without them. You don't get this far without role players.
How well placed are you?
Sorry, miss that.
How well placed are you now? Home preliminary final.
Well, we're the only one waiting. That's reality. But when we play next, there's only 4 teams left. So, the significant advantage I think in this game is getting to a prelim final before the others. Time will tell on that. This is a hard game to keep winning week after week. We get to sit back and then see who our opposition is. But again, when we get to 2 weeks' time, game on. Just got to get back to work, and there's no advantage now.
Can I ask you about just on that, the pre-finals bye? So by preliminary final time, you will have played one game in, I think, 26, 27 odd days.
Yeah.
The record since the introduction of it's about, I think, 50-50. How do you handle that? Are you aware of it? Is it a potential problem?
No, I didn't realise 37 inside 50s to 69. It's just a number, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll just deal with what we can control. What you guys don't see, you see outcomes and you see results. We see process. We live in process. And this week at training, it gives me confidence and trust because they just prepare so well. I've never seen a group prepare like it. And I'm going to repeat myself here, but you don't fluke getting to this time of the year on chance. So we have great trust that our group is going to get better during this time. We'll get better. We'll have to.
How much of last year's experience played a part in tonight's performance?
I got asked this during the week. I think little things. Yeah, little things. Hunger, maybe, for some. I spoke before the game about being really present to this and being grateful for what we have. We're very lucky to be doing this. 10 teams would love to be in our position playing tonight. Living the moment for that. So I think little things.
What is the extra week in terms of Nick Dacos? He said he'd play the next final regardless of when it was, but I imagine that extra week can get into him. What exactly does it do?
Yeah, I think that gives Nick an extra week to train and prepare. Like he would probably come in a bit short next week. Probably would have played. He's progressing really well. But now it gets another week of training and loading and whatever that looks like. So, things going well. He should be available.
Have you spoken to Nick post-match? And what sort of emotional boost does he provide returning to the team?
He said it was the worst 2 hours of his life watching the game. But he's a great player. He's a great player. So anytime you can welcome back your best players, you saw what happened tonight. We bring Darcy Moore back in, and all of a sudden someone else falls in line, and Murphy and Bo McRae didn't play our last game either. They just fall into line, and then Nick will certainly be a valuable player when he comes back. Thanks for your time, guys. Thanks.